Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new documentary, The Day the Music Died, the story of Don McLean's American Pie. And this is from Paramount Plus, and is a new rock documentary focusing on this iconic song that for decades and decades is one of the most played songs on the radio, and its whole 8-minute classic rock anthem, folk anthem, just beauty and wonder that captures the spirit of America. And so many people have this song that speaks directly to them and is really a touchstone of 20th century music. This is from director Michael Moorman, and you get a lot in this film. From a technical standpoint, it's pretty standard documentary. You have some footage, but most of it is, people being interviewed, which one interesting thing is you really do get to hear from Don McLean quite a bit in this documentary. And at the core, he actually goes through the song and really explains the lyrics and how he came up with this, and that's probably like the biggest takeaway of this film, which is really cool, especially from somebody who is a big fan of music, a big fan of music from that time, and this particular song. It was exciting to hear right from the artist all the little details that went into constructing the song, and then you also hear some others like Garth Brooks and Weird Al Yankovic, because the saga begins, and Brian Wilson talking about this song, and a lot of musicians talking about how big of an impact that this song made on them as artists and for their taste in music, and just the impact that this song had on music culture. And you do get the story that influenced this, The Day the Music Died. You get that whole entire build-up of Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and the Big Bopper, and that horrible, terrible tragedy that happened. And that's kind of where the film starts off after this, prologue of... basically, it felt like a trailer to the movie before you watch the movie, and they recycle all of that later in the film already, which I thought was a little odd. That was a weird choice, and I'm just like, we already heard this already. But going through, you get this backstory, you get the influences, you understand where Don McLean, who he was, where he came from, all leading up to the big, here's him explaining his song, and then giving off like a nice, tied at the end documentary finish for you to be like, well, this was what we just talked about, and this is why this song's still great. And from start to finish, this is a very entertaining and engaging documentary. It's not something particularly bold and dynamic. This isn't going to be one of the top documentaries of the year. But if you have Paramount Plus and you have access to this and you're a big fan of music, this is a must watch because it just captures the spirit of what we love about music and this song, which is one of the most iconic songs out there. So give this one a watch. But those are my thoughts on The Day the Music Died, the story of Don McLean's American Pie. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.